these lives, it's gonna take a little bit. There might be people that drop in and stuff. I'm not really concentrating on like how many people view it, but just the
Okay.
interaction and stuff that we have. And
I still want to say hi in the chat. I just want to go hi.
yeah, exactly. Can you message in the chat?
It says I can wave, send.
I guess you can wave.
Yes.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yep.
Yeah, it don't give me those options. I don't know why. I
Probably
can't
because
talk
you're
to
the host.
Exactly. So what you call so real quick, I'm gonna do a little introduction. So hey, for those of y'all clicking on the video after this was posted, thank y'all very much. As you know, with Dragon Sight Knowledge, we like to bring knowledge back to the people to empower you with your own energetic blueprint to try to, get you away from the system of things and how they work and get you unstuck and help you out. And without further ado, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello.
I don't know what you want to say. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, my screen name is Roxy Boxy because my dog's name is Roxy and Boxy rhymes. But Trisiah, hello. I'm Trisiah.
Exactly. Good to go. Obviously, y'all wouldn't know. We both served in the Marine Corps together. We actually met in Okinawa, and that's where we know each other from. We actually both have a background in, let's say, the more spiritual side of life too.
Yes.
So, exactly. And So brought to Side Online, and we're gonna do her numerology report on here. Our birthday report because it got numerology and astrology out there.
And it's a great birthday present because my birthday just happened. So.
Yes, it did. Yes, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Exactly. So, and I know you got a background there. Have you ever had like a numerology report done before, or have you done one of your own?
Not numerology, but I've accessed my birth chart. I did a lot of astrology and studying that along with, what was it called? I was going to ask you about it, not numerology, but the generator, manifestor generator.
Oh, you're talking about the human design.
Yeah, the human design stuff. I did look into that a little bit.
Yeah, that human design stuff is mind blowing. I did mine too. You know when it tells you where your most traumatic experience takes place? Mine was set in the kitchen, and I'm like, "Yep, that's right."
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh well, happy Thursday to you too. Thank you very much for joining us. But yeah, no, so like what I do with the numerology blueprint, and I say numerology and astrology, is the fact that we're gonna take your birthday, break it down to what it means. We're gonna give you your life path number, day number, soul urge, personality, and expression. But I like to go a little bit further. And the reason why I like doing it on here because I can do as much information as I want to. A lot of information I'm gonna share with you. A lot of people, like a lot of numerologists out there, charge hundreds of dollars for it. I know because I had to pay to get most of the information that way. So I'm bringing it for free. So
well, thank you.
Gotcha. So I'm trying to think, but all right, listen. I guess without further ado, I'm not gonna say your direct birthday. Well, no, because I asked people for their birthday. Are you okay with that, or do you want me to kind of keep it like?
Yep. It's okay.
Gotcha. So you said your birthday. You was born January 30th, 1986.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So first thing I want to highlight about that birthday is you were born the year of the tiger.
The new moon fell after my birthday, so I'm still technically a buffalo.
Oh, see, the buffalo and the ox. Yes. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I forgot that it didn't. That you're right before it. So you're technically a cusp in the Chinese zodiac.
Yeah. I'm a cuspy at something.
Yes, which makes sense because buffalo are like what some people know it as ox, very stubborn people, but more or less like stubborn in the sense to where if you have goals, you got things you want to do, you barrel your way through it. Like nothing really stops you from doing what you want to do. So, but you can be very stubborn at times. just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. I should got the element with that too. Yes, but also being born on January 30th, you are an Aquarius too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which I don't know if you noticed. You know where? Well, no, you probably do notice. You know we're in the age of Aquarius, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. We're in your age. So for those watching that don't know, if you're an Aquarius, since we're in the age of Aquarius, it actually kind of gives you a little boost outside of everybody. So like we just left the age of Pisces. So the people that were born underneath the sign of Pisces got that extra boost. Now they got shifted. So they're losing their little extra boost, but now Aquarius is getting benefited. And here's a little tidbit too. Just like how you said in your so with the astrology side, how many houses do we have?
With the house and
Like in the natal chart.
in the natal chart, it's 12 houses.
12 houses, right? And then but each house could potentially have like each one of the Western zodiac signs, right?
Yeah.
God, so depending on if you have Aquarius in there, depending on where it's at, you can get a benefit too. But actually, my moon's in Aquarius.
Yeah, it's like which planet and like where they fall and like where it falls within the houses along with the planets. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the part that unfortunately we're not going to be able to get to today because that's like a couple of hour conversation.
Yeah, and like how they influence each other based on their angles and everything. It's fun. Lots of math.
Your trines, the squares, the daggone squares, man. Like a whole bunch of stuff. So, like, even with just those two, that makes you definitely just a little different. I'm gonna use Buffalo because that's exactly what you use. Being a Buffalo and an Aquarius, due to the fact that Aquarius tend to be more rebellious people, so you tend to fight against the system more than others. But yeah, it's a little bit, and then you're stubborn at the same time. So you're not the type of person that can be controlled or moved in a certain direction. You definitely go about life through your own means, through not your own means, but more or less what I was gonna say, how you want to do it. You know, as long as it makes sense to you. Doesn't mean you don't listen to people though, but I don't know. Would you say that's a little bit accurate?
Yes, very. I do, and I'm stubborn. Like, and it's like, you tell me to do this, or I can't do this. I'm going to do the exact opposite of what you say. So,
yes,
yeah.
That good old Aquarius side, which we need too. And Aquarius are also known for being truth seekers. I'm trying to think. The one thing that's very interesting. Hey, thank you for joining us. Also about Aquarius is because they're called the water bearer, but they're air sign.
Yes, that got me a long time ago. Like every time I was like, no, I'm a water sign.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
Now, conspiracy theory, everybody talking about how California is going to fall off the map into the ocean. The waters are going to rise because of global warming.
Yeah.
And when water comes from air, you get rain.
And then if we want to go further conspiracy, we just left the age of Pisces, which is a water sign. So maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe the waters are receding and everything will come back up. We can see all the ancient pyramids is buried in the water.
Yes, or where all the secret aliens are living.
Aliens.
Aliens.
So, for the first interesting thing, if you take your full birthday, January 30th, 1986, and add it together. Actually, before I get into that, if you take just your year and add those together, you was born in universal 6th year.
Okay.
Yeah, which is actually really something that I found is actually really important. It's kind of like so you have your 5 core numbers. That's going to be your life path, day number, soul, urge, personality, expression. But the year you were born on has kind of like a flavor. I say it kind of gives you like a hue of color, right? Now I did some investigation on my own, and I found out I went all the way back to the 1900s. We had 9 years from the 1900s up into 2000 that added to 22. 22 being the number of the master builder, master destroyer. We had the big industrial era. We had all the inventions that we was doing. Our technology stuff skyrocketed through those whole years. It'll be about another 290 years before we have another 22 year that equals 22.
Okay.
And you can't get a year that equals 33, the master teacher, until it would have to be a 5-digit year at the end. So once we pass the year 9,999 to the year to 10,000, now we'll be able to have it.
All right. I'll be a little different at that point in time.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know if we'll be around. Maybe through reincarnation. Who knows? But and that's so the most interesting thing is the master number 11 though still shows up.
Yeah.
So which is really, I think it's really, really important. But we'll get into that later. Real quick, what are your thoughts on the master numbers?
I have not looked into them, so I'm writing notes. So I'm like, okay.
Good to go. Well, and by the way, interrupt me at any point in time. I do love to talk. So
okay. Oh no, go on and say all of it because I'm like, okay, let's make notes and yeah.
Good to go. And then let me know if it's accurate or not. But being born in the universal 6th year, it just means that once I go through your numbers, just think of like in the very background, there's going to be a hint of the number 6 represents home and family. And which means that, and it's two things. You like being home and like they like to be homebodies. But these type of people also bring the feeling of home with them, which means when people talk to you, they'll get that sense of being home. People with that number also have a bad habit sometimes of holding on to air too long to where they kind of explode on people. So they need to watch out for that. But they also have probably some of the best nurturing capabilities. The 2 has the best nurturing capabilities because it's the number of feminine energy. And like, so some of the best mothers have the number 2. Not saying that all good mothers have to have 2. But if you look at people in the nursing careers, you'll actually see them. They're either born on the 6 or their life path is a 6 or they have a lot of strong 6 energy. Okay. A lot of nurses will do that. Like, and it's funny because my pseudo sister, she has a 6 in hers. Her mom has a 6 in hers, and my cousin has a 6, and they all do caregiving.
You know, and my husband every day says like, "You need to be a nurse. You need to be a nurse." I'm like, no, I don't. I don't need to be a nurse.
Oh yeah, no. So because and there's other things in your chart on why more than likely you don't want to do that. I looked over your stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not for everybody. You have those qualities, but more than likely, the nursing field may not be where you need to be for those. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. Actually, something more like a teacher or a mentor definitely might fit a little bit better than that. Something where you can actually be way more creative and be yourself, and not be held down by long work hours and underpaid.
And a lot of people telling you what to do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you need to be you. You need to be you. And I can't wait to get into this. So when you add your birthday all the way together, you get actually a very special number and one that actually needs to be treated with caution. So if you add it together, you get 28, 2 plus 8 equals 1. So first, 1 is a number of male energy. It's a number of new beginnings. It's a number of the leader. It's a number of argumentation, which adds more into it. See? See, and I said, like, I looked over your chart. I'm like, no wonder why she ended up in the Marine Corps, you know? So
and no wonder she wasn't very good at the Marine Corps either.
Yeah, exactly. It was like back and forth.
Yeah.
But what makes that 1 special is it's made from the number 28. The number 28 is a number of wealth.
Okay.
So like Elon Musk, one of the most richest people in the world, I think he was born on the 28th. If you actually look at the most rich people in the world, more than 30% to 40% of them are either born on the 28th, their birthday equals 28, or they marry somebody that's 28. Even Vladimir Putin, he's not born on the 28th, but his wife is, and his daughter is. So you actually see that trend. Now, the one thing that people got to watch out for when it comes to the number 28 is that even though it does give you wealth, that it's going to try to balance things out in your life. So the more money you gain, something else in your life is going to have to come down. So you're going to have to pick and choose where you want your wealth to be, because wealth doesn't have to be material. Wealth could be the love of family. Wealth could be a successful career. It could be just, maybe just like inner work. So where do you want your wealth
or spiritual? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And you have that number, which I like. And my friend Brian has that number too. And I watched him literally go through probably 10 cars in like 5 years and never go broke. And I'm like, dude, I barely can get one.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then you got your day number. So yours is actually very interesting because what yours would be, you got 3 plus 0, you're born on a 3 day. So with the three is childlike energy. It's creativity, it's communication. The one thing that 3s normally have a problem with sometimes is they might get too absorbed with having too much fun. And if something's not fun to them, they get bored. But kind of like how a kid throws a temper tantrum, they throw that temper tantrum because they're bored.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
But you also have that 0 next to that 3. The 0 is an amplifier. So you're like, instead of doubling the energy to 3, it's like 3, and then you add half of that energy on there. And it's kind of like a reflector. So that's what
major tantrums.
Exactly, right?
So throw major tantrums.
Exactly. So yeah, so that'd be day number 9. If you look at it this way too, some people call your life path number is your heart number, right? And your day number is your minor heart number. Or the way you can look at it as in your life path is pretty much in a sense your road that you're taking through this life. So you're navigating the world through this life through the lens of that 28-1, and that 3 is accent. How I got these teeth in, so it's hard to say words sometimes. It helps out with
No.
that one. So
So the
like my life
28 is the life path number.
yeah, the 28 one.
Okay.
Some numbers I'll break down like that. Some I give out solid, but only if the numbers before have an importance to them. Like there's karmic debt numbers, like the number
Yeah.
13 or 14 or 19, you know, or 26. So I'll break those down like that. But if not, then I'll just leave it solid.
Okay.
Right. So like my life path number is a 5 and my day number is a 7. Right. So the number 5 is in which never mind. I tend to get hit
Yeah, I know
myself.
mine's 5 too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I know
So
when like we met together in Kadena, we would do like the worksheets, the numerology worksheets with our names. We did
yep.
that back in 2008, 9.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
It was a while ago. Yeah, no, I actually forgot about that. I fell off for a while, and that's like I really started getting back into this. Actually, in 2024, in the year of the dragon, my year.
Okay. Your year? My
Yep.
sister's okay. So my sister was born in '88. She's a dragon.
Oh, good to go. You know, she's rare, right?
She's rare.
In dragon years, not a lot of females get born.
Okay.
Statistically proven. So yeah, so if you find a woman that's born in dragon years, she's at, I think for every like 50 to like 100 males born, it might be one female.
Okay. See, I have noticed that because like where I work, I see a lot of kids, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a definitely like last year was definitely a boy year.
Yep. Yeah,
There's
my
a
son was
lot
born.
of boys.
Yeah, my son was born that year. Yep.
Okay, yeah. But also last year was a new the beginning of the new new generation. So instead of being alphas, they're betas. So
Yeah. I ain't calling my son that, but
yeah, I know. And it's all starting with boys, a lot of boys being born, which is
it's interesting.
It's very interesting.
I can't wait till we start going to this the looping and connecting stuff. It's good because that's
Okay.
actually but yeah, no, so yeah, so then after those numbers, the interesting thing is your soul urge. So your soul urge is what your soul wants out of this life. So life path, think of it as your road, or your road and guardrails. The 3 helps access that, so it gives you your background. Your soul urge is where your destination is going to be, and your destination is the number 3.
Okay.
So the fact that I like when this happens because now, since you're born on a 3 day, your soul urge is 3. That means it helps boost that energy.
Okay.
So anything dealing with that number 3 energy, you're not going to deal with as much as the negative side or the shadow side of that number. You'll deal more with the light side or the good side of that number.
And I'm like, that's probably why I still can't figure out what I want to be when I grow up. So
yeah, exactly. It makes it hard. It makes it hard, especially when it comes to the next set of numbers, because now you have your personality number. Now, and then I'll just to clarify. So when we get to the soul urge, personality, and expression, these numbers are taken from your name. So your soul urge number, it comes from all of the vowels in your name. Your personality number comes from all the consonants, and your expression number comes from all the numbers. So,
okay.
Yep. See, I'll be giving tidbits in these videos. See if everybody's like read them, put them down because, and a lot of people like to, because sometimes the expression number, people call that like your destiny number or something like that. It's weird, but your personality number. So your personality number is what people pick off of you. You know, when they first meet you, how they feel about you and things like that from talking to you. You have the number 8. The number 8 is money, power, and karma. 8 people are not only just really good managers, but they're you gotta be careful with money because just like I said in a couple other videos, because you got a big circle up top, big circle at the bottom. Normally, people that have that energy. I was born August 1980. I have 3, and my soul urge is also 8. So you have really high ups financially and really low downs. You don't really have a middle ground. There's no middle ground for 8. So being financially stable is really important. But you're also good at not just balancing yourself, but balancing those around you. To where some people would absorb the energy off of somebody and get mad, you would take that and you kind of like clean it and return it back to the person. So it's a really 8s are really good people to be around because like whether people want to or not, they're going to see the reflection in you.
All right.
It's really
so they're
good.
Going to see they're going to see their own reflection.
Yeah, so almost like
Okay.
think of it as in, let's say if I was somebody that complained about everything all the time, right? And I came and I talked to you. Just by talking to you, it would like make me check myself
Oh, okay.
in
Okay.
a sense, from communicating with you because you would inadvertently make me actually see what I'm doing and make me question my actions. Now, if I'm doing good in life, you would kind of be like a good point to where like it would reaffirm that that's what I'm doing in a sense, and you
Okay.
wouldn't actually do that without even paying attention that you're doing it. It's just something that you do.
It just happens. Yeah.
Exactly, but also karma will hit you a lot faster than it will hit most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, karma for anybody that has any eight energy, a lot of eight energies, it doesn't matter how much. Karma always hits them way faster than most. And that's why I was mad growing up because I remember I would get into a little bit of trouble, but all my cousins and brothers around me would get into a lot, but I always got hit up first and the fastest. And I'm like, why did that happen? Got all these
Yeah.
daggone eights in my freaking chart. It's crazy. Which is funny that my favorite number was eight when I was a kid. And I did, and this is before I knew
Oh,
all this. I always loved dragons and like I mean literally big
yeah.
dragon right here. I always loved dragons,
Yeah.
and I always loved the number eight. I was born in the universal 8 year, three eights in my birthday, and then a born dragon year. I'm like, what is this? So then you have your expression number. So your expression number is kind of like they kind of call it the hands number. So as you go through life, how you choose to express everything is actually through the number 11, which is actually very, very, very important.
Okay.
And actually, this number to me is more important for women than it is for men because 11 is a number of charisma, it's a number of emotions, it's a number of the athlete, and it's a number of intuition. And it's the second
Okay.
most spiritual number out of the numbers. Number seven is the most spiritual, but the number 11 is the second most. But the 11 is
Okay.
also has the most intuition, where the number two is right behind that. So,
All right.
and the reason, so it's normally when you have that number around there, your emotions, the moment you were born, where everybody, let's say most people that don't have that number, their emotion go up to a level of 10. Your emotions don't really have a cap, and you don't start off at zero. You start off at 6 or 7 or 8.
Okay.
And throughout the journey through life, being able to work with your emotions, get them under control to where they're more of your power. There's something used against you is a very important thing for people to have that 11, because most people are going to see your emotions, they're not going to be able to handle it, and then they're going to make you feel a certain type of way because either you're passionate about something or because of how you express yourself, like your expression number.
Mhm.
So it's really
Yeah.
important. For my wife, she's her life path is an 11. So
Her life is 11. You said,
yeah, her life path, yeah.
okay, that's fun. Like, that's fun.
Exactly. So like, but the thing about it is, like I said, it's the first master number, and it just means that like the potential for a lot of things in life, you have more. The one thing that I like, slow brain down.
I
The
get
one
that.
thing that exactly right. The one thing that makes the 11. Oh, somebody said me too. Oh, I says, hey coach, were you born on the 11th or life path 11? Don't be afraid to mention something in the comments. We'll talk to y'all too. I'll talk to the chat every now and then also. Um, but it's crap brain. Oh, what sets the master numbers apart from numbers 1 through 9 is the fact that they can manifest easier. That's it. So
Okay.
they're more in tune with what's going on because of the energy frequency that's going on. So, and I like to, because a lot of people like to say that the master numbers sit above numbers 1 through 9, but based on, oh, karma getting you first, yeah, right? Based on what I've learned, no number really sits above or below because of how we're built. We have so many different numbers going on, and so many energy frequencies, so many things that deal with the planet and our energy blueprint when we were born that you can't say because you were born on the 22nd that you sit above somebody. Which
Okay.
everybody who watches this video, you should never see yourself above anybody, but you never see yourself below anybody, and vice versa. Nobody's above you, but nobody's below you. That's
We
where
all
we
work
all
together. Like, we all work together.
exactly. Oh, life path 3. Yep. See, look, so you got another life path 3. You see how the energy is attracting?
Hmm.
I was talking with a Pisces when I did this last video. We had a bunch of Pisces pop up in the chat.
Okay.
Hey, but that would be your 5 core numbers. You got your 28-1 life path. Your days are 3. Solar is just 3. Your personality is an 8. Your expression is an 11. And then
All right.
your birthday, August the 22nd. That's their birthday. See, you see, yeah, that's crazy. And you got
Mhm.
322. Oh man. So if you're watching this, I do lives later on too. I'm gonna focus more on Josiah's birthday for this one. Pop into those, drop it, and I'll be able to help you out with those ones. Because I do this quite often. So now we get
I'll
to
be
get
watching them.
huh?
Like I'll be watching them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
oh man. Yeah, I started doing little shorts and putting them up there too. Because we got about
Okay.
15 minutes to get through this. So now you got what's called pinnacle years, right? So pinnacle years are phases of your life where you're supposed to be growing to a certain energy type. And based on your life path number, you subtract it from a certain number. Hey, September 23rd. There we go. Somebody born on the 5 day. So for you, from age 0 to 35, you're supposed to be growing into the 4 energy. 4 is a number of hard work, dedication, law and order, and organization. So so life would have been pushing you to actually grow into that aspect of life. Now, does that mean you may have went that way? Or I'm sorry, you got a question?
You said it was growing to what kind of? Because I was
So
writing it
4
down.
is law and order, organization, discipline.
Organization.
Yeah, I know, right? That 3 is gonna mess that up, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Like, no.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, law and order, organization, discipline, and dedication.
Okay. Dedication, I can say, yeah, I did. I'm very dedicated and stuff I'm in love with. But what was it in school? Like, because I had to go for like extra help, and they're always like, you need to be organized. You need to be disciplined. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm a kid. I can play.
Exactly. But you see, and that's the funny thing about it. Here's a little for everybody watching, little mini information. The numbers 4 and 3 do not get along.
And I'm a 3, yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny though. So 3, right, is also number of communication. C is a 3rd letter in the alphabet. Criminal is also a 3rd letter in the alphabet.
Yeah.
And 4 is law and order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how that works sometimes. I'm not calling you a criminal by no means, but it's just how they work.
It's okay.
Hey, what they don't know won't hurt them, right?
Right.
So, like I said, from the age of 0 to 35, it was pushing you to go into that energy. So now you shifted over. So now they go in 9-year cycle. So now it would be from the age of 36 to 45. This time you're getting pushed into the number of 9. The number 9 is the number of conclusion and completion. It's the number of the ego.
Okay.
It is also the number of adaptation.
All right. Yeah.
It is also one of the scariest numbers in in numerology. Because as I'm finding out, there's this other stuff I'm studying right now, but 9 is a very potent, very powerful number. And it's because of how it affects people. So we went through a universal 9-year last year in 2025.
Oh, I was going to say, and 9 is 3 threes. So.
Yes, it's 3. Yes, so. It is. Yeah, I said interesting. If you learn the secrets of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, 3, 6, and 9, you unlock the universe. And the stuff I've been finding out, oh my dear gosh. That's why sometimes I wish I could have like hours on this. My wife and I hopefully get a house soon. And I'm hoping to get 100%, and then I'll be able to spend like 8 hours a day talking. So, yes. So what's going to happen is if there's things in your life that need to be concluded, it's going to push you to that. But not everything in your life needs to be concluded, because that's why it's also completion. There might be something that needs to be fulfilled. So I would say that it would definitely break for the next 9 years. Don't be afraid to, which you're not. That ox capability really helps you out. It helps you out a lot. Don't be afraid to attack situations when they need to be done. And make sure that, you stand your ground when you need to. Be a little bit open-minded with the things going on, because the adaptations in the number 9, so you need to be adaptable to your surroundings. But don't be afraid if if there's a friendship you feel as though it's waning and it might be going, oh, well, it does. If there's a job opportunity does that, oh, well, it does, because there's something behind it that you're supposed to see. And for the next 9 years, that's how it's going to be. But at the same time, 9, they're known as also the humanitarians. They're not, because Stalin.
They're not.
No, they're not. A lot of people tell you, oh, they're humanitarians. And I think it was Joseph Stalin, the Russian guy. He was a 9.
Mhm.
It was
Okay.
he was not the humanitarian.
Wait, was Stalin Russian? Or was he Italian?
I think he was Russian, and I think he was leading the USSR, and he massacred a lot of people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to call that a service for humankind, maybe, but I doubt it.
Somebody, he's leading somebody.
Exactly. So, but they're very giving people, though. They will give without wanting something in return. So to me, when it shows up as it's bringing you into that energy, it does mean being giving, but don't give at the detriment of you and what's yours.
Okay.
Give what you can give without compromising yourself. And then you have from age, I think it's I think I did 0 to 35, 36 to 45. So now 46 to 55, you'll be going back through the energy of 4 again. So more than likely, there's a pattern. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You went through 4 in the beginning, you're going through 9. So whatever's going to happen when you come around the age of 46 to 55, you're going to need that. You're going to have it down packed by then. You're older, you've been through nice situations, you learned a lot, but there's going to be something going on in your life that you're really going to need to be really diligent with. You're really organized with. But I think it's going to be really, by the time you reach that age, it'll be like easy for you. There's going to be no second thought. It'll be like second nature. And then directly after that, from 55 until the day you pass, and this is how I know that, you actually go into the number 7. Now, 7 is the number of the genius. And by that, for people watching this, it does not mean everybody born on a 7 day, the 7th, 16th, birthday equals 7. You are not Albert Einstein. But the way you think and perceive things will be way different than most people. You'll confuse people with the way you think. Most people that get the pinnacle year in the number 7, that means you're going to hit another level of spirituality, because 7 being a number, the spiritual number. So there's going to be a facet outside of what you already know that's going to come into your life and lead you to a place. It's going to really expand your mind. And it's a number of the loner, and it's also a number of health events. So, I really
healthiness?
No, health events.
Health events. Okay.
So, small side story. I know I'm going to share this in the videos. It's I had a stroke when I was 34. Training for my first MMA competition. So 34, there's a 7, right? It happened in 2023. You add that together, that's a 7. It happened on May the 16th. The 16th is a 7. It happened at 4:30 afternoon. That's a 7. The hospital they took me to, the first 3 digits of the hospital is 777.
Of course.
And I'm
of
like,
course.
This is before I'm back at the new ride. I'm like, what the? Well, if I'd have known all this, so it's crazy, and then plus at the same time, that was the second time I almost died. And I'm constantly going through health issues, and I was born on 25th because I'm not doing my due diligence with my body like I was supposed to. I did in the Marine Corps, which is why I didn't get injured like that. But as soon as I got out, I ain't PT no more.
I'm not doing anything. Running against my religion.
Exactly. Wake up 0 dark 30. No.
Running is against my religion. Nope.
Exactly. I'm a civilian now.
Yes.
So those are the pinnacle years. That's an injury that you're supposed to grow into. So now you have what's called your challenges, though. So now I'm gonna run them alongside each other. So at the same time you were going through, because yours matched, so from age 0 to 35, which is the same as your pinnacle, you was going through trying to grow into that 4 energy, but your challenge was the 2 energy. So the 2 energy being the it's the number, it's the feminine energy, it's the diplomat, it's the most nurturing energy, and it's the energy of good intuition. 2s normally, like, they have a bend but don't break. If you look at the 2, it kind of looks like a spring. You can push it down, but it's going to pop right back up. 2s definitely have a problem a little bit too much with letting, like, because of the diplomat mentality, they let people walk over them too much and let them get away with too many things. Because
and you say that's a challenge, right?
Challenge, yes. So when a challenge shows up, you either get the one side where you get the normal side, which is what I just talked about, or you get the shadow side, which more than likely for a challenge is the shadow side, which means that But the whole letting people walk over you, either there's too much of that going on, or you don't let nobody in, or
Yeah.
like you
Okay.
might be too over. Huh?
I said, yeah, no, I from 0 to 35, I can 0 to 25, I could see that. Yeah. I was dealing with
Exactly.
that when I was enlisted. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I got a side story. I was just talking the other day, and I'm like, I was talking to my coworker, and I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad she denied Gerwood. That guy.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
me and him
I
don't
haven't
talk no
talked to
more.
him. I
Hmm?
haven't talked to him since he left Island.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely not. I don't know what happened to him afterwards. Short story long, long story short. We actually lived near each other at one point. Was supposed to meet up. I misread a text message, but he had his wife texting me the whole time, which didn't make sense. And then he didn't talk to me after that. And then he like blocked me on everything. Then trying to come back
Okay.
a year later when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. I was in the hospital for 3 days, and then he got mad because I didn't respond, even though I was healing, and then he just cut me off. So I
Okay.
have zero idea. It doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, what was it? Marky and Kibble, my first roommates, they're all I was living in Michigan for the longest time. They're all like right there in Michigan
Oh wow,
when I was there. And but we never saw each other. We never got together.
exactly. It's crazy how that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Now, one of my mentees lives here. So, yeah,
Okay.
Liz. But yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, we'll get back to that. Man, I gotta hurry up because I'm gonna start getting yelled
Oh,
at.
sorry.
So, your next challenge energy is going to be going from the age of 36 to 45. And then now, see, this one's going to be interesting because it's a number 3. But see, here's a caveat though. You are born on the third day, your solar energy is a 3. You're not going to deal with that as a challenge as much. You have too much
Okay.
energy already boosting you to where since it shows up as a challenge, it'll be like little things here and there, but it's not going to hit you as hard as it will other people.
All
Anytime people
right.
have their own energy in their challenge, it kind of cancels each other out.
Alrighty. And what are those
And
challenges like? Like
for the
you're just
3, the
dealing.
most challenge is like writer block, creative challenge. You're gonna have problems with
Okay.
communication. You're gonna like it's you might want to have too much fun. So the expenditure of money to just have fun, you can really be bad with
Okay.
that. Yeah, you'll be way too childlike. That would be the bad part of
Okay. I get that.
it.
Yeah.
And then, but this is the funny thing too. So you also have this number. Your next one is the number 1. Now, the third challenge number though is something that affects you from the time you were born until the time you go away. So you may have
Okay.
tis and tats with the number 1, and the challenge for the 1 is independence. So a lot of ones have trouble with being too independent. If you have that, I forgot to mention that earlier. One is you learn how to be interdependent. You can be dependent with inside yourself and have confidence with yourself, but allow people to help you out along the way and know when
Okay.
that. So you don't want to be too dependent or too you don't want to be too independent, but you also don't want to be too dependent because
Okay.
that's the two light and dark sides. Also, the argumentation. People that have this number will get into arguments, and they may convince themselves that the arguments they get into are for a good cause and for a good
Yeah.
thing, but they need to really look closely at the situation.
And that's
Or they
kind of
may
an
not think,
Aquarius thing.
yeah. Aquarius
Yeah.
need. I'm telling you,
Well,
yeah.
because
It's
Aquarius are like, I'm going to fight for this and I'm going to save all the penguins. And it's like you get so into it and you fight everybody. Like, no, the polar bears are so much worse. It's like, yeah, it's all for the
exactly.
wrong reason, but you get very heated about it. Yeah.
You're not lying. It's funny. Aquarius is the 5s of the Western Zodiac. The number 5 acts just like the Aquarius, 100%.
Okay.
So doing a study, I'm like, oh, this matches, this matches. Oh, okay. But yeah, no, you would have those issues. So it would be, and also alcohol. I don't think like I don't know you have a problem, but ones need to watch out for
Yeah.
alcohol.
I
Yeah,
had to
A's
quit
first one
alcohol. So I
You
had to
said
quit
what?
alcohol. I quit alcohol.
Same. Hey, I said high
Yeah.
five.
Yay.
There you go. And then for your last number, which you're going to be going through from the age of 55 to your pass, or no, it would be like 46 until you pass, would be the number 5. So the things you want to watch out for that is when you travel, make sure it's in your budget. Don't overexpend.
Mhm.
5 is also the most sexual number, so pay attention to that. as far as like sexuality, because a lot of situations will probably end up popping up in your area that may deal with it. It doesn't mean that every Rico Suave is going to come and like every day you got to deal with turning away men. You know,
Yeah.
it could be self-expression type. It could be that. It could be so many things. It's just everything in moderation.
Okay.
Also, the number of change and rebellion is there. So, like when you want to fight for a good cause, you don't want to overdo it. You
Yeah.
know, and it is a number of the entertainer, which actually 5s and 3s get along really daggone well. So those energies get around well, which means that 5 energy could influence your 3 energy in a negative way. So you want to pay attention to that.
Okay.
But those are your pinnacle numbers and your challenge numbers. And the last ones I got to go over with, because this is the most I can get out of this report. There's more to it, and I'll probably I'll talk to you later, send you the rest of it later. But
Or we
it's
can do
called
this again.
Oh yeah, no, I would love to do it when I'm doing one like once a week or so.
Okay.
But okay, I thought my son was trying to break in. So it's your karmic debt numbers, which is very interesting. So if you take the numbers in your name, you look for the ones you don't have. You don't have a 3 that matches a letter, a 4 that matches a letter, and an 8 that matches a letter, which means that you're going to have situations pop up in your life that actually deal with the energies of those numbers that are going to be, in a sense, like a hidden challenge.
So you said 4, 8, and 3?
Yep, just about done. Yeah, see.
Yep.
Yeah. 3, yeah. So 3, 4, and 8. So I when I told you about the energy of those numbers. Luckily, you have them. You have them in your pinnacles. You have them in your energetic blueprint. You know, you were born on a 3 day, so they should not affect you as much. But don't be surprised if the themes that kind of like cause you turmoil in life have those things behind it. So, like, you wouldn't have a theme that deals with like intellectual pursuits because the 7 is not there, or not the 7. You have a 7 in there, but it just won't show up like that. If that makes sense.
All right. Yeah.
Good to go. Well, shoot. I wish we could have talked a little longer though, but hey, that's how life is.
Yes, but we can catch up again later.
Exactly. But thank you very much for joining me, though.
Thank you.
Gotcha. You have a wonderful night, and hopefully your friends doing fine.
Oh yeah. Have a good night.
Gotcha. You too.